Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, it's some more Peglin. It's another birthday episode, but can it really be a birthday episode? Surely I only get one birthday episode, right? It's just recorded in the same stream. Not that we did anything particularly interesting beyond just doing C20 runs. We lost the win streak last time, but we did eventually win at the end of the run, so the streak is back on again. Gonna play as the round drill, because I think there are some of the new relics that could potentially do interesting things with the round drill, namely the crab claw. So let's look out for crab claw. This is an interesting opening as well, only because Strange Brew is something I normally like poo-poo a little bit in the past. Except maybe on Iron Peg, where briefly I thought maybe this could actually be a legitimate strategy because it gives you like +4 more damage on the board if it's a pebble. But it now does 3 times the damage when you hit these orbs, so it's actually pretty big scaling. So if you got a Spiness build, Strange Brew could actually do some really disgusting things. So I'm actually going to go for it. We're fighting them all, which is definitely the hardest thing to do as this character. Also, as probably most of the other characters, maybe with the exception of the Paladin, who probably can deal with that shit quite comfortably. Need to be a bit careful with bombs here. We low-rolled the bombs slightly. You know what? I want to wait a bit of time, so let me use the horrible to sack the shot effectively and wait for other blue slime to come. I also needed the money, so. Right, now we go for some bombs. Alright, can't hit that bomb. Well, I could, but it's pretty sheltered, let's put it that way. Oh, I nearly sniped it on the way back. Alright, we just need to get lucky on this last shot. I'll probably kill you with actual real damage. If I don't, you're dying to poison. Alright, we're good. Okay, I did say potentially let's go for Spiness type things. I have been offered a bomb. We're fighting the mole. The mole is countered by bombs and bombs only, effectively. Or at least that's his hardest counter. So we're going to take the bomb orb. Yeah, I know. The accusations, they're back. I would like to fight this elite as well, I think, at this point. Bombs are normally good against most of the elites. Again, the only real bad one for me now is the Minotaur. If we can start to upgrade Evasive Maneuver up, though, it's actually a pretty good tech versus the Minotaur. I possibly think this character might be the best one at dealing with the Minotaur early, but you still need to get lucky. It's the same with the base Peglin. Like, they're both pretty good at dealing with that guy, but if you don't draw, like, your Dag Orb or your Evasive Maneuver up at the right time, then, you know, it sort of doesn't matter. It's like David without his slingshot, right? Goliath is just going to destroy you at that point. Right, that's how that story went. the dark version of the story. You know what I don't like? Or I say I don't like. I kind of don't respect even, which is kind of a strong word to use, but in any storytelling scenario where there's like multiple endings, like the good ending and the dark ending, fuck that. End the story the way you intend to end the story. You might be asking me why this has come up, but I was reading the manga. I think it's just called like Batum. It's like B2 and like 6 O's and an M. It's kind of like Boom with a T in the middle. It's kind of like one of those classic Battle Royale style like pieces of literature. And that thing has multiple endings. I do believe the author's like, this is what I think the ending should be. But I've also done this like happy ending. I'm not going to spoil it for people, but there's 2 endings. And I was kind of like at the end of it, and I was like, you know what? I kind of don't respect that you've put 2 endings. Put the ending you think should happen. Like, don't listen to the critics, like, you know, if it's, oh, it's a sad ending, or it's a, you know, it's the baddies win type of ending, which I guess is a sad ending, but like, or it's a middling type ending. Just go for your ending and leave it there. I'm actually going to hedge my bets a little bit. I think I'm going to upgrade Evasive Maneuver Orb. Just in case I get the boy or Minotaur friend. And then maybe our story won't end. Perhaps we'll get the light ending, not the dark ending. Alright, well, I've called my shot, so I need to make sure I can hit the refresh on the next turn. I'm just going to point out my 2 orbs that I've added to the sack are both at the bottom. Other things that can help me in this scenario as the round jewel is getting lucky with the rolls on statuses. Exploitable's actually not that bad. I'd really like some Bramble before he gets close to me, though. We get a Bramble hit. If I get a great crit on the next shot, this will look like a joke. If I don't, it's going to be bad. We're probably living in the bad timeline. Let me put it that way. We might get a dodge here, but... I was going to say, I don't think I'm hitting the crit, and if I went the other way, I'd have probably been equally upset. Dodge. Oh my god. I'm just not getting any good crits now. I could sandbag this shot and then hope the next one gets a good crit. I might unironically have to try and do that. It's not easy to sandbag on this map either. Okay, I've probably been rewarded. I think I'll live now because he's got so much exploitable on him. If we got the crit in a good position early, that fight was free. But because I didn't, it was, like, painful. I think now I'm going to take an upgrade here to make sure I get another bomb on the board. And it has to be Duplication Potion, even though this is better. Because Duplication Potion puts more crits on the board crits on the board puts more Strange Brew effects on the board. More Strange Brew effects on the board means they're getting more damage. Basically that. I think it leads to a more content-rich environment. So I'm going for the content-rich environment, if you don't mind. Yeah. The other issue this character's got is he's not really good at defending. That's actually pretty big. So I'll definitely take that. Has to be a random orb. I'm sorry. We did this last time. It just ruins the run. It's always horribles and pebbles. Okay, that's the worst case scenario. And this is a really bad case scenario as well, because my only piercing right now is this. So we're going to discard, because I want to be able to get to the bomb orb next turn. I'm not going to have to hit the crit here. There's a really good chance we die here. And I sort of don't regret it. We played aggressive, but I think it was aggressive and fair. It's also not guaranteed. We've now put a lot of bombs on the board, so I might be able to just blast through one of these guys. And by one, it'll be all of the guys because it's bombs, so it's piercing damage. I die on the next hit. Odds are we're dead. 1 in 4. Alright, fair enough. That one, ironically, was just a Minotaur fight. You get the early Minotaur fight, it's so brutal. If I was like, you know, you have to win this Peglin run, or, you know, someone's going to pull the trigger, I probably wouldn't take an elite on the 3rd tile, because if it is the Minotaur, you're kind of just, like, you're rolling the dice. It's D&D, and you're rolling for, like, a crit. It's not a wise strategy. On the plus side, I don't have to fight them all. That's the positive there. We would have had a pretty rough time versus him, even with the additional bombs. Alright, this is an insane opening. I'll take that. We get some time to farm some gold. We might be able to kill this speed ray. Actually, I say we take this. Do I get the 25? Oh, I do. Holy moly. If I hit one more bomb there, I would have been super upset. Where am I going, by the way? Left. So I need to start clearing a path to the left. I actually can't believe I didn't get 25 there. In the end, it didn't really matter because I don't think anything here was actually worth it, but if it had been, I'd have been pretty upsetty spaghetti. Oh, just 1 second as well. Okay. Sorry, I just got a message, but it was a well-wishing birthday message. I can't mention it, we've already had the birthday stream, but I'm mentioning it. Also, you know what? It was my birthday last time, and I guess it is still my birthday, but YouTube, I'm working with you here. Today, YouTube, it's your birthday. I'll take what you want, although I do say that. I have removed the pep ball, right? No, that was the last one. All right, let's get the pep ball build going. We have somewhat recently done a run with the pep ball build as well, so there is a bit of precedent right now in this not being completely terrible, right? Nice. Artillery guys are dead immediately. Now we farm. We'd like to get to 50 gold, remember, because we didn't get 25 on the first fight. And I'm approaching it. Okay, we got it. I'm content. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, I don't really want to hit the refresh right now. I was just going to end it with double bomb, but we're okay. This needs to be upgraded, because otherwise it's a little bit weak. I think it's actually weaker than the old version of the obelisk was without the upgrade. But as soon as you upgrade it, it's better than like the old obelisk. There or thereabouts, from what I remember. I don't really want any of these orbs right now. And I tell you what, we might want to go into question mark tiles, because question mark tiles might be duplicate everything event, which right now would be actually pretty good. Mask of Sorrow rewards basically being this character. It makes my round draw eloquence twice as good, which is obviously, well, almost twice as good. It's not quite true, because you do put 2 stacks of poison on, which will turn to 3 instead, so it's 50% better in that case. But generally speaking, it's like twice as good. I'm also content with this. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, so I don't super rate it. It's one of the weaker refresh things. I do like AoE damage as well, so I probably would take the thing to the right. I would consider roundabout as well. Time to consider. You know what? Let's take it. It's at level 3. It is cleave 1 enemy. So, it's kind of a cleave orb. It's a little bit like, you know, wavy hands that it's a cleave orb, but... Oh, sorry, a piercing orb to be more specific what I mean. Because there is actually something called the cleave orb, which I also very rarely take, weirdly. Not that I dislike either. I really didn't want this battle again, but here we are. Alright, hopefully this is going to go to show why the obelisk is good, right? It's given all my orbs +1 plus, well, all my pebbles +1/+1. That's the dream. I'm actually going to take this because he has 6 exploitable on him. It's just going to pop. Okay, we're on course for a relatively okay battle. If I get this guy killed now, we're actually in a good place right now. And he is dead, so... Okay, that's actually pretty good what we're doing so far. Nice crit position as well. Maybe we can dodge some damage. Or not. Crumpled. Great status effects, by the way, to apply to this guy, the last enemy on the plant fight. Immobile enemies with transferency, my favorite. Come on, don't let this guy have another turn. He hasn't earned another turn versus me. Right, we took like half health, but we got through the battle, and that's kind of all that matters. We are fighting Slime Lord, so there is There is some merit, I will say, in taking a poison thing as well. I am going a little bit thick right now for what I like to do, but Sash literally carried me in the last episode. It's so good if you pop it and then live. It's not a free win, quite. Holy shit, that was unlucky. It's not quite a free win, but it's like verging on free win territory. We lose a tile because of that missed navigation, by the way. Because I could buy an orb, so it's not completely worthless. I'm not going to buy any of these, though. What have I missed out on, by the way? That's not that bad right now. Or that. It's annoying, don't get me wrong, but I don't think anything there was like, holy shit, if I take this now, it changes the course of the run. It is a bit early, though, to be getting that type of quality of relic. Alright. Hoping for the crit, nice. Poison, nice. Okay, that bat dies, which is actually pretty important, because I can now kind of sandbag the bomb turn a little bit. Let's crumple this column as well, because it gets the bat and the slime. It doesn't really move the needle, to be honest with you, it's just entertaining for me. Rolled poison again there as well, which is very lucky. I'm actually going to try and fight this bat. Peglino, El Peglino. And now we'll get the bombs out. The battle is nearly over, so we might as well. Okay, I can live with this. We took 2 damage. And we are going to do this battle. 7 poison, man. Very strong. Alright, the refreshes are kind of like cooking me right now, but I still believe. Oh my god, I might actually take more damage here. In fact, I'm definitely taking more damage. It's actually still okay. We take another heal. I'll take this up another level because it's really good against the slime boss. What am I health-wise? I think I'm going to ignore everything here. This was the only thing I was going to consider, but I'm already quite wide, so I'm going to skip it. Oh, this is the perfect battle. Yeah, 51 health. As long as we get another heal here, we should probably be able to kill the slime. And we're also playing double status effects, kind of. Actually, you know what? It really isn't double, because exploitable only gives you 4 instead of 3. Irrespective of the actual fine fiduciary mathematics of it all, it's really good. I'll take that crit since you have 8 exploitable on you right now. The crumpling is about to occur. Let's crumple a slime and the green testicle. Alright, hold on for a moment, I need to hit some bombs. Alright, let's hit no bombs, cool. Good idea. Kind of making a bit of a meal of this, to be brutally honest. This is okay. It put so much points on this guy, it was simply too good to turn down. Every slime that spawns is going to instantly pop as well now. And the battle is over, basically. No, not even basically, it is over. Because you're going to pop. And I've completed more of the, whatever it's called. It's not the bestiary, right? Something like a bestiary. Here's the question. Do I actually lean more into the poison build? Because I don't... No, I do have 1 targeted orb. They're very good on the next floor. My health is a bit low, though. It's actually a really spicy play to take this right now. I think we take the safe play. We take the heal. I almost certainly get through the slime fight now. Betsy's hedge is also not that bad at this point in time. But I think I'm going to take the puppet over it, because I've been struggling with defense more than offense as this character. Then there's so much money on the board, I would be a fool, surely, to leave all of this money. Like, we're back to 27 gold again. Really good. And we do have a sash as well, so I guess actually when I was, doing all my calculations, I should have considered that we kind of do want to get put into, like, lethal territory, and it's hard to pop the sash when they have poison on them, because the timing is way harder. Also, the puppet's not good in this fight, but I did know that going into it. I'd already accepted my lot with the puppet. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, we should get the crit here, which is a bit more damage. Good crit position, please. I'll hold, because I really want to get the additional poison. Alright, the crit... Well, actually, you know what? Maybe we can do this. Nice. It's so worth it. So much poison. I think at this point, we'll just refresh the board. You're almost not worth firing, as in you're actually not worth firing. Goodbye. Ow. We remember to make this happen, the sash play. The sash pops next turn, right? So the sash has popped. So I have to kill him on this turn. But I only need to... No, I need to do more than 10 damage. We're fine. I got a little bit spooked for a second. So this should be a really strong position now, because the sash just does disgusting work. I think you need to be upgraded as well, pretty quickly actually, because I don't get the piercing effect. This maybe is the most boring board of things he could have offered me. I think we'll take Defresh Potion, but I really wanted some new stuff. You know what? Get Defresh Potion now, get Viridian Trinket later, and see what they do. We had 2 refresh pegs on the board, by the way, so I've only got 1 now on the board. That's fine. Wall Guy, if I'm going to do it with Poison build, I need more poison generators, because this isn't enough poison. Or at least it's not fast enough poison that I'm going to kill him. Alternatively, I need to get a scaling engine, which will probably have to be crit related. Or Pebble related, I suppose, if we can make an insane Pebble build happen. Crumpling time. Poisoning time. Okay, we're gonna get hit, probably. Never mind. I rolled double bramble, which is very fortunate for me. That's the puppet, procking. And we're out. You know, I never considered Bramble is really good on that fight. Like, extremely, extremely good. I'm going to put this into my sack as well, because I've only got 1 refresh now, because of everything I've done. I'm going to upgrade you as well. I did say I needed scaling, and I turned down something that just scaled me, but the scaling is so slow. We're going to take the more aggressive path here as well. I'm going to believe that we can kill 2 elites. I have 2 targeted orbs. No, I have 1 targeted orb. So we're not terrible against Mirror Knight. Hello, by the way. So we're not terrible against Mirror Knight. I'm going to invest in you. I'll invest 10 gold. Why not? I don't want your special relic. I'm not really prepared for it. Oh, now I have scaling. Unfortunately, it's the worst scaling to have versus the wall, because you can't proc it versus the wall, so that's good. Alright, I'm actually thrilled with this guy. Let's try and fish for the crit. Again, we need to aim for the crits as often as possible because we do apply quite a lot of exploitable as well. So our damage goes up quite considerably if I hit crits. And also soon I'm going to be scaling for Spinets. There's many, many reasons then to hit the crit peg. Right, put another refresh on the board. We may get some refreshes mid-shot as well. We did. How are we looking? Not terrible, but at the same time, our damage is a bit lacking. He does have 10 exploitable on him, and 9 transferency, which is somewhat unfortunate because he does nothing. Like, one big crit and he just dies. Gonna die to poison. Not gonna die to poison, he's gonna die to poison. Because poison goes under armor, of course. I'm going to do an upgrade over a heal. Oh my god. I think it has to be choke mod, even though I don't have a bomb build. Because it does better for the bombs on the board because I've got Mask of Sorrow, and I'm not really going to be a bomb build. And there's some fights which won't have bombs in it. This is a fight with bombs in it. So maybe I was wrong in this scenario. Actually, it was really difficult. I think versus the wall, it was the right choice. And I think the wall is where I'm going to die currently, so... That being said, you know, all of this I'm saying like, yeah, oh, we're going to die, we're going to die. I do have the Fresh Potion, which is extremely good against the wall. Because that map is so dense of pegs. Alright, you need to go down. Dodge, maybe? Oh, that was Puppet, never mind. I was going to say, where was my Spinets? There was no blindness on him. He is dead. He's not dead. I thought for some reason I had the old crab claw. Doesn't matter, he's going to still die to this bomb. So will the other guy. I don't know. We're in a bit of a weird spot right now. I don't think we're in a bad spot. I just don't think equally we're in a good spot either. Also, I have 2 targeted orbs. I was wrong. Let me take this up another level to give me more Spinets. Not Spinets, Belusion. Which will then, by proxy, hopefully give me more Spinets. It is Mirror Knight as well. This is the worst opening I could have asked for versus Mirror Knight. Because I really want to use my targeted orbs on the other turn, but here we are. And it's going to be really hard to sandbag when you have Fresh Potion, so... There's a few downsides to this situation. What I will say isn't a downside, though, is getting the crit on the poison. It's a pretty big poison hit for this guy. And then we do get the targeted up here, so I get at least 1 flip. Now, though, we're in a bit of a sticky situation. I think we actually discard here because I want to cycle through my sack as quickly as possible. Nice dodge. Oh, that's the puppet dodge. I forgot about that. That's a blind dodge? Why did I take no damage there? It must have been blindness, right? Okay, that was a Spinets dodge, finally. You know what? This has not done that poorly in the end. I think through a bit of good fortune, but... Great. Okay, the wall does not care about your loose circle, so I'm not going to take it. It doesn't really care about this either. Minorly it does. Okay, this gives me a strategy. The strategy is to find other ways to put crits on the board, which has kind of been the strategy for some time, but there's now like a big reason to do it. This actually might matter quite a lot. Oh, this battle I've only had once before, and I complained saying I think it's completely disgustingly broken, so I look forward to my bitchy, whiny response to it this time. I don't like this fight because the refresh for me when I did this first time went like bottom center, and I just couldn't hit it. When you bear in mind there are like hard bumpers and hard bricks in front of you, you can easily envisage a way where it's like almost impossible to hit the refresh peg. I do have a refresh-like orb though, so maybe we can make this work. I'm actually going to try and kill you as quickly as humanly possible. I may live to regret this, but if I can kill it, it will kill the guy below him, I think. It does, like, massive damage, right? Actually, I don't remember if it does kill him. Let's find out. I can't remember if it does, like, 500 or if it is just, like, infinite damage. It's 500, so he actually lives through that. Which, again, is disgusting that he lives through a chandelier attack. Whatever. Joke's on you, buddy. I have the old sash. Would love to hit a crit here. It's still good damage. I cleared one of them. I cleared two of them, of course. I still pierce, right? Yes. And by the way, this kind of goes to show why I was a bit salty about this fight. I've not been able to hit the refresh yet. There are two on the board and I can't hit them. So I'm actually struggling a little bit. And I can't hit that crit either. Like, this one in the front and center is actually quite a big roadblock to be able to hit the other pegs. Yeah, I don't think I hit a refresh. Okay, we hit the refresh finally. But I nearly didn't hit a refresh on this entire time. It's kind of, like, disgusting. I'm going to take the Spinfectious Sting. I'm actually going to upgrade it as well, which is a pretty aggressive play. If I'm going to kill the wall with poison, which I might actually have to try and do here, then I need more poison triggers than I'm getting right now. This is the reason why it was scary, though, because there's a lot of enemies that do range damage on this floor, and I've just come up against a few of them. I actually think we discard here, because it's going into a shield currently. Alright, I got punished. I assumed I was going to kill the front guy, at the very least, but I didn't. Some bombs, please, sir. Thank you. Okay, these guys have to go. I can't leave them on the board. They're just too scary. So my target attack is going to go into the white mages. The poison is very nice. If you heal for 25, you're actually still going to die. So, I'm actually going to take the guy out in front of me that's going to do some big damage to me, because I really don't want to deal with it. Oh, you both healed. That is super, super, super disgusting. I didn't consider it, weirdly. Alright, you died to poison. The terrible, horrible combo, my favorite. This will at least blast through your shield. And again, I'm getting hard carried right now by the sash. I don't have round guard. But I'm not going to pick up a kill here. It's like virtually impossible. That's actually quite... Oh, fuck's sake. It was still fine because he went through the back so he didn't get shielded. But I was hoping to do a bit more damage there. We get out of this battle, though. And I think this is one of the harder battles you can get on this door. At least from the old battles. Again, there is some temptation to grab Cauldron Bubble, but it's really not enough poison versus the wall, and I'm trying to build for the wall. Let's take a heal, because I might die before I get to Mr. Wall himself. Alright, that's not a good idea, because I'm going to die in, like, 4 tiles time, so I'm not going to get huge use out the Eye of the Turtle, I suspect. Round Guard is also worthless, so I've generated 2 relics that do absolutely nothing. Versus the wall. Oh, I thought we were about to experience being kissed by an angel. That doesn't do anything. I guess we'll take the upgrade on the Sting. I don't want to remove the Pebble either, because I've got kind of like a small Pebble build going. You do 500 damage, let's remove you from the board. How about you do 500? I mean, when you fall, you do 500 damage, so it is worth making you fall. How did I miss that bomb, by the way? Roll the footage back. I felt like that orb went through the bomb. Anyway, he's dead. I really need this refresh. Not the refresh. Now I need big damage, because I don't want to take the reflect damage. Okay, that's actually big enough damage. Ow. Man, these mirror fights are so spooky at C20. The reflect damage is like just seriously scary, and you've got artillery enemies just pounding away at you. Let me try and kill this guy. We are in a world, I think, where if I can get to the point of... It won't happen. I was going to say, if we can get to the point where we can just kill the plant, he'll die to poison. Holy shit, I might actually lose this. The plant's dead. Alright, health is just a number versus the wall. Do I have anything that does self-damage? Because if I don't, I shouldn't change my health. I should leave it. I think I have nothing that does self-damage. So I should spend all my money on upgrading my sack. Let me take this up a level, because I would actually like some more refreshes. That's all we can do. I guess I could also take crit Sabalos and just add some more crits to the board. Alright, we're all in on wall. I guess if I misnavigate 2 times, I will die, but I'll be careful not to misnavigate 2 times. Right. I think the odds are we die here. I'd give very strong odds on death. We did achieve kind of what I was hoping for. I need my random effect to be poison almost every single time. If I can get that, then I think it is doable. Poison and exploitable are the 2 things we really need right now. Not transparency. That does nothing. I'm going to discard here because I really only put that in my sack to put more crits on the board, and I want to get back round to roundabout quicker. If I do this, then I can discard the pebble and get roundabout next turn. So I'm just going to try and send the horrible down the... Sorry, the terrible down the path of least resistance. I basically wasted the turn. Now, here you go. Would love to get a crit. But it's still not insignificant if I don't get the crit. It's still putting the exploitable on the board. So I'll just set up a future shot. Nice, huge. 2,000 damage? Yes, please. Now, give me the other crit. I missed it. We don't have decoy orb. I still think that was the right play. Rick. Nice. Good damage. It's pretty close, but I think we're going to get there. Yeah, the poison. It was 430 stacks of poison. That's disgusting. Okay, through the wall. I'm going to take a heal, and then I'm just going to hold. I'm semi-tempted to grab Poltergeist as well, but... my sack is extremely thick. Let's put it that way. So, I don't really have a refresh energy. Matryoshka Shell surely is really good with defresh, though, right? Disgustingly good. I've taken new Matryoshka once, and it was, like, disgustingly strong. Let's see what happens now. How many times have I fought this crystal guy, by the way? It's like every single time I get to this floor, I fight him. Okay, so we get smaller orbs now, but we get 2 of them. But that means I'll trigger the Morbid hopefully 2 more times. Maybe it isn't quite true because it might slip through the gaps, but that's how I'm going to choose to believe that it's going to work. That's the puppet. God damn it. Can I have a crit, please? Thank you. So I'll discard this, which refreshes the board for me. Then we'll fire out a pebble. And then I'll try and kill you with poison. I don't know what to think about this. I thought my build is like about 8 different builds, all just pushed together and just praying that it works. Which it kind of is, but in a little bit of a shitty way. Let's put it that way. Kind of a jack of all trades, but a master of absolutely none of them. The shop is now my new hope. It could very well be Return of the Jedi, though. You know what? Return of the Jedi was a fine film. It could be Star Wars Episode 3. What was it called? The Angry Jedi? Anakin has the high ground? Star Wars Episode 3? That was... Actually, was 3 the worst one of the original... Let's say the original. Holy shit, not the original. Of the remake, reboot 3 that they came up with. Not the redo ones. The relaunching ones. Like... Not 7, 8, and 9, but 1, 2, 3. Actually, maybe 2 was a worse film. I actually have no memory of 2. At least 3 had memes in it. Ha! I missed the crit. Okay, it's fine. Hit every peg but the crit. Cool. Alright, we get more poison at the very least. I didn't discard the orb, I'm stupid. Alright, we get less poison, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I've got a sash which will just carry me. Targeting the wrong enemy. Well, at least we killed the mushroom. And actually... it's fine. We killed the mushroom. I am slowly dying, but we killed the mushroom, so don't worry about it. Can I have my I killed the mushroom trophy? Yeah, this build is super scuffed. How have you still got bramble on you. What am I doing to this guy? I feel like I must have cyberbullied him. Again, just as a reminder, without the sash, I'd be dead. It is hard carrying me. So you're dead to poison. I actually don't need to listen to you anymore. I just need to kill the mushroom. I live, but... Sheesh. We'll take a heal, because I'm going to need one. And you know what? Give me a question mark tile. I need something to drastically change. Like entering the tier or something. That type of deal. Alright, another battle. Sure, why not? With 2 additional enemies on the battle. Yeah, sure, why not? At least this has piercing. Let me try and clear past that refresh. It's not in a very nice spot. The bat is going to die to poison, so I'm going to ignore him. Can I have my ball back, please? Thank you. Man, I just... Again, it's got into a position where I can't hit it. It's so annoying sometimes. Well, I have to knock each peg out one at a time to get to this refresh. Until now, where I get to refresh the board. I get a refresh after this anyway, so I'll fire this off as well. But man, this is so brutal right now. Thank you, Round Guard, as well, for assisting. I guess the upside of this is kind of a really weird round to build. Normally, we're quite explosive with the rounds, we do a lot of damage quickly. But this is actually extremely defensive. We have Round Guard, we have the Sash now at this point, we have the Puppet, we have Belusion. We just have lots of stuff like that. And that's, I guess, what is carrying me right now, because my damage leaves a lot to be desired. So much so that I'm going to fire a Terrible off here rather than the... I don't know what you've called. Refresh Circle, sorry. You still have 500 health! I will add, it's kind of insane, though, where the crits and refreshes have gone this battle. I live. Heal me. I need all the health I can get. We are going to the shop after this. I can only buy 2 things. We might as well take an upgrade if we can get one. Let me put more refreshes on the board. And we're not going to greed, because I really need to make sure I don't go into hell. Okay. Orbit is unironically a temptation here. I don't particularly have a bomb build. I do have choke mod, but I don't think that's enough to hang my hat on. I kind of wish I had 8 more gold, actually. I might have taken Toil and Trouble with all of this. I think I'm going to take Orbit, and I'm going to try and get Orbit to win the game for me. I'm going to take you for some more health, and then let's see where we go. So we need to take question mark tiles now. Thank you for my 50 gold. Shame you're a tile too late, buddy. Haggling. I'd rather have not seen you. We'll take an upgrade because I've got some vague form of the Pebble build in here. Oh my god, do I take an elite here? Or do I go down that juicy right-hand path of all question marks? I think I'm going to go down the full question mark path and just pray that Orbit wins me the run. Multi-ball plus Morbid should be really good here. That's the theory. Again, the refresh is in Narnia. Oh my god, what an awful shot. You know what? Send it. I only needed to hit pegs there, so it was fine. We'll take a heal at this point. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I'll take this up another level, but... And then I really want to go right, which is actually quite hard from this map, so... Never mind. It's easy, in fact. That's potentially good. Orbit, I need an insane payoff. Alright, I feel better now. That's comedy, baby. I'm not going to get another orbit payoff, so my orbit play has kind of gone down in flames. Alright, that's a lot of poison. I'm content with this. I really need to stop taking the Pebble build stuff. It's gone beyond the point of, you know, coincidence that every time I take the fucking Pebble enabler, I just immediately have an awful run. At this point, you just have to accept it is the problem. Whoops, forgot I was targeting still. Let's apply some poison. We have some transferency, so the poison will go to the back guy as well. You pop. You're not quite in pop territory, but you'll soon be in pop territory. You're gonna pop. You're popped. Okay, I need a way to kill the boss. You know what? That actually might not be a crazy idea. Maybe we can get him with blindness. It's probably realistically crazy, but we have so many ways to apply multiple status effects. Perhaps I can make a battle just last long enough that eventually gets super blind and we're good. By the way, I've never ever done this until now. I have the Pebble build. I'll fully embrace the Pebbles. I think I want left or right, but I think left is more interesting with what I'm doing. Not that it's, like, particularly more interesting with what I'm doing. Holy shit, my relics are so scuffed. I've got a smorgasbord of stuff that kind of does stuff, but not stuff that actually, like, wins me runs. Anyway, here we are. Now, I'll get a ton of Belusion. Remember as well, the Belusion, if this is that run, right? When I dodge attacks, I get Spiness. So, it is my form of scaling. This pierces regardless. And we're going to put some exploitable on the boss, which means they'll take more and more damage from crits. Perhaps we can just blow this guy up. I think that's my new game plan. Just blow him up. We've popped the puppet, which I think I did with red bombs. I don't have any healing either, so red bombs might actually kill me. But I can't really, like, do anything about that. I'll just have to eat the damage. Okay, this is where things start to get a bit spicy, though. I've kind of, like, shot my load already for the damage I can do. I kind of just need to get a piercing orb now. And they are not that forthcoming. Discard, play, discard, play. Play. Play, discard, play. Play, play, discard, play. Does this actually move the needle enough for me to poison? Fuck it, I might actually have to. I might need it just to deal with the ads right now. Or if we set up enough red bombs, we'll actually just go into the boss anyway. We're not going to get it into the boss. I guess every time I'm hitting bombs, he's getting poisoned, so... Weirdly enough, we might win this run because of choke mod, which I don't think I've ever, like, said before. Choke mod plus Mask of Sorrow is actually real scaling on this battle. And then my actual orbs are just dealing with the riffraff. Again, I need, like, a couple of red bombs here to make this do anything. That's a horrible shot from me, by the way. Doesn't super matter, but it was horrible. Well, need to find the crit. Alright, we didn't get the crit. So, the blindness didn't even go into the boss, but he's taking 350 a turn. Right? That's good. It's another run where, actually, I've just realized the thing that's winning it for me is actually... It is choke mod, but the thing that's really winning it for me is this. It's Torn Sash again. Because I'm not dying from red bombs that quickly. Which means the red bombs go off and poison the boss, which means that I've basically got a longer time to kill him in a battle. Which is really good for poison build, because you want battles to go longer. And we're about to get to round guards, which will be like 2 turns of free poison. So yeah, we're gonna win this, I think. It was close, and I think I'm gonna need the round guard to actually achieve that, but a win's a win, baby. Literally, I think I would have died without the round guard. Well, I definitely would have died without the ground guard, but on that shot in particular, I would have died. Another victory. It feels a hollow one again, because I feel like the run wasn't actually that strong, but I guess we got such, like, poor relics in generally for, like, a lot of the rest of the run. Like, I didn't really get anything that enabled the Pebble build, for example, which was a bit boring. Yeah, we just didn't get insane other things. We didn't get any of the new relics either. We just got Torn Sash, and the game was like, win the game. Go out and have a free one on me. I'll take it. Anyway, that'll do for this episode, YouTube. If you enjoyed it, why not leave a like and subscribe? Everything helps me out. I'll see you again next time. Bye.